Hi, everyone. Hope everybody had a good week. I just wanted to touch at the tips here on a Friday and give you a company update of some of our progress this week. We'll be working through the weekend like usual here at HUMBL, just because we love it, but just wanted to give you an update on how things went this week. So we're HUMBL. For those of you that are new tuning in, we're building a Web3 commerce platform. So when I tweeted for the first time last year that I was going to be setting up Web3 with my first tweet, I think people are like, well, what is that? What's tokenization, et cetera? And so it's kind of fun to see how quickly Web3 has caught on in current events and the media and so on. And we're just excited to be a part of helping build that platform. So what is Web3? It's a decentralized World Wide Web that hopefully we all can be a part of and participate in. If you look at sort of the evolution of commerce from Web 1 and Web 2, you have paper bills, fiat, coming online in sort of that 16 to 1700s timeframe. You have the first department stores coming online in the 1800s in the US. Credit card and charge cards come online in the 1950s. And then in the mid 90s, things really kick up. You start to have Web 2 companies like Amazon allow you to order a good and get it delivered. Social media comes online to post a picture and leave a comment. And then in the early 2000s, you have trendsetters like PayPal, who start to allow you to send fiat peer-to-peer in the early 2000s. And then here we are now in the early 2020s, starting to build Web3 and tokenized commerce here at HUMBL and with some of our industry colleagues as well. So the three core product lines that we have to build our platform are the HUMBL Wallet, a Web3 wallet, which is now, as of this week, available both on the Google Play Store and on the Apple App Store. And in that, you can also continue to use Wallet Connect. So if you like MetaMask or Coinbase, you could go ahead and continue to use those, but certainly we'll be offering incentives and discounts to make the switch to the HUMBL Wallet. Secondly, we have a Web3 search engine. So that allows you to do direct cross-chain lookup across Ethereum, blocks, Gnosis, Polygon, Solana. And we're developing the HUMBL Pro dashboard, which allows you to then do advertising rollouts, brand campaigns, lifetime management of tokenized commerce through that HUMBL Pro dashboard. We got our first front-end demo of that this week, and we'll be building it out on the back end as well in the coming weeks. So really exciting to see these live demos coming online internally, and looking forward to sharing those with you when we have them ready. And then lastly, as you get down through the wallet, the search engine, and then the marketplace, where we're starting to build out these token-gated landing pages where you can create tokenized commerce. You can also distribute those on other .com websites. We've created an embed page environment there. And then lastly, I'll talk to you about these 3D brand metaverse stores that we're building as well. I really believe in the coming years, you're going to start to shop in these 3D, very personal metaverse environments for brands and for artists and athletes and influencers. So we're helping build some of those as well. So that's the product stack, and a little bit of how it works together. I'll put this in the data room as well. Just I don't want to drag on the call, but we'll put this up in the data room. But you've got the HUMBL Pro account where you can start to build out and distribute and syndicate programs, campaigns, tokenized commerce, et cetera. So we did the first end-to-end test of this last week with Leandro Asuna, who's an Olympic surfer from Latin America, and then Semi Radradra, who's a gold medal winning captain of the Fijian rugby team. So we started to do end-to-end testing of this Web3 commerce platform where you load up your campaign, you tokenize your NFTs, in this case, NFTs, and then you can start to create this wallet-to-wallet lifetime commerce between you as a publisher or a content provider, a creator, and the customer here on the left. So these really fun sort of perpetual loops that I believe will pan out in this wallet-to-wallet commerce that'll breed not only lifetime Web3 relationships, but also, encrypted chat functions on Mail3 and things like that will come out over time as well. But for right now, we are doing the end-to-end testing of, hey, let's do an NFT campaign. Let's see how it goes, transferring it from the content producer to the wallet of the consumer, and creating a beneficial loop or flywheel for how commerce might roll out here on the Web3 commerce platform that we're building. So again, really excited to be taking our swing at what we think tokenized commerce could look like across the wallet, the search engine, and then the marketplace detail pages. In terms of things that we were able to accomplish this week, we've got the HUMBL wallet rolled out now on Google Play. So thanks for your feedback so far with the 4.9 stars. And then last night and throughout the evening, we rolled out on the Apple App Store. So we're beginning country rollouts there. So it's fun to see people coming in online saying, oh, I've got it now in this country in Latin America, or this country in Europe, and so on. So again, really inclusive product line. You can still bring in Coinbase or MetaMask, but we're taking our swing at the HUMBL wallet as well. We've got the search engine, again, that's in beta right now on search3.com, beginning to roll out end-to-end testing, as I mentioned, of the tokenized commerce, but also brand and ad campaigns. So we're demoing that HUMBL Pro product on the backside. Think of that a lot like Vendor Central or Seller Central that Amazon pioneered in Web 2. A lot of good learnings there to think about. And then we're thinking about how to tokenize lifetime Web 3 commerce from the HUMBL Pro dashboard. So that's everything from authenticated social media announcements to products and services listings that you might want to track end-to-end on blockchain with your customer or your audiences. And then lastly, we have the marketplace. So we rolled out these product detail pages, both natively on Search 3, but then also with the embed page feature last week with Semi Radradra and Leandro Asuna. And we've started piloting in the background these 3D brand metaverse stores where you can walk in either on the desktop or via headset to have a really immersive environment. So you're not having to drive down to the mall at $6 a gallon, or just shop on those sort of Web 2 websites that have had sort of their 20-year run. I really believe that our thesis is going to be right, that customers will want to start to shop, especially younger customers, in these 3D branded metaverse environments. And so we'll be working with some athletes to pioneer those and so on. And as we get closer to knowing the exact date that we're going to drop those, we'll PR that and give you a good view on when those are coming out. But we just want to get it right and not set too much of a precedent on when we're going to roll those out. But we are testing those in real time in the background already here at HUMBL and with some of our clients. And to that end, we hopped on up to LA this week to the MLB All-Star game, the meetings around that. So we didn't go to the game, but we just didn't have time, but we had great meetings around that. We were well hosted by an agency called the Balanji Group that we just think the world of down there from Texas, but also came out to California to visit with us. So we got to be with some of the agents, some of their clients and so on. And as I mentioned this week, we do already have a signed agreement with Brian Hayes, who's a big time third baseman out of Balanji Group and so on. So we'll be releasing more details about his program as they're solidified and we know more about the timing of when that can roll out. So already doing some beta view stuff for Brian in the background, both with the product detail pages, but then also the brand and retail metaverse stores for himself and his sponsors. So we'll be working towards getting approvals from his sponsors on that. He's got glove sponsors, bat sponsors, batting glove sponsors, footwear sponsors, etc. So we'll be meeting with them starting as early as next week. And then we did a bit of networking around the ESPYs. Didn't go to that event either. We just don't have time to go to an award show, but we did go to an after party and again, just really started testing our product lines and our product concepts with athletes, artists, agents, etc., people who move audiences and that need to do commerce on Web3, and really got some productive feedback that we're headed in the right direction here, as well as added features that they came back to us with for market problems that they have and market solutions that we can create for Web3 tokenized commerce. So really fun to get that access and to get the learnings so we can build products from the customer up. So that was great. And then we continue to serve on our California governor's executive order blockchain virtual roundtables with some of our industry colleagues, Square, PayPal, OpenSea, et cetera. So I've attended some of those and then had to outsource some of them to Ian Calderon or to Alfonso Jr., who attended. He attended the Metaverse one actually recently, and then certainly there was one about verifiable credentials as well. So they're doing this in a really smart way where they're picking themes per week or per meeting, where it's sort of like, okay, this week we're going to get inputs on verifiable credentials or metaverses, et cetera. So really cool program going on there. And I think the feedback and comments there will be made public at some point from some of the industry leaders that are meeting in those meetings with the governor's office and his staff. So those have been really cool, great, really smart, innovative way to go about that, I think, as a state that's trying to get it right on regulatory and bring Web3 commerce here to California. So we're thrilled and honored to contribute where we can to those roundtables as well. Okay, sorry about that. In terms of our corporate strategy, we continue to look to raise the bridge round of capital, and certainly we'll go out for a larger post S1 round. We continue to reduce the burn rate where it's smart, condensing and focusing those product lines, wallet, search engine, marketplace. And the things we need to do are launch the core product lines like we did this week with the wallet, drive consumer marketing and traffic, usage of those products, and then certainly the revenues that can come with that. We're always building in sensible and I think fair to the consumer revenues that can come behind these different product lines. So I'll detail those as we go along, but we're not going to, I think do anything that's unduly unfair to the consumer in terms of pricing or strategies, but we also need to drive revenues as a business, and that's a big focus for us as well. And I think there's a great middle ground there for us to serve our customers while still making some revenues as a business that we need to drive to drive shareholder value and to become ultimately a profitable business, which is of course the goal. Okay, in terms of general S1 updates, we responded to comments again this week. So we should get feedback early next week. And approval of that S1 allows us to become fully reporting. It allows us to open up more potential capital pathways, go back and meet again with the investment banks and others that need you to be fully reporting in order to contemplate raising capital for you. So we're really looking forward to that day and have walked the path here with our accounting and law firms, and we'll keep you up to speed on what early next week brings. And then in terms of the product line consolidation, we migrated the HUMBL website to humble.com. Again, really simplifying and clarifying the product mix to wallet, search engine, and marketplace. We have the HUMBL Studios, which we've closed down because we're moving over to the search engine and the marketplace. So look for that to build into the search engine and the marketplace. And then we closed down some additional social media channels like the NFT gallery and things like that. Just really want to do fewer, bigger and better product lines, drive the traffic, get the usage up, drive the revenues, and take our swing at it here with Web3 commerce. So that's sort of the update for this week. Of course, there's lots of stuff that goes on around the margins, but that's just sort of the general thing of what's keeping us working all day and pretty much all night. So it's been a really great, productive week at HUMBL. And again, we'll work through the weekend on some of these things that we need to present again next week, particularly around the metaverse stores for some of our clients. So, and just leaving you with a view of what we're doing in the data room. So I'll put this up in the data room, but if you ever want to just kind of consult, hey, here's what HUMBL is building. I think we have a really thoughtful Web3 commerce funnel where customers can discover stuff that's online, and people like creators and brands can start to catalog those campaigns and meet in the middle and drive commerce together between people and entities. So really fun time, lots of applications, and we'll look forward to seeing you again early next week. Thanks, and hope everybody has a great weekend.